Check.
He married my sister, now we're living together.
Roommates-in-law. Tom.
Hello, Timothy.
How are things?
Things are good.
Welcome to RidgeGood, man.
Thanks, dude. Things are RidgeGood.
RidgeGood?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, how are things in the RidgeGood? RidgeGood.
Things are RidgeGood.
Some are saying Ridge great.
I can't say that.
Why not?
I don't know.
How are things in Bed-Stuy?
Yeah, I got moved into Bed-Stuy today.
Damn, dude.
Bed-Stuy is giving me Bushwick vibes.
And hey, let me tell you something. Don't love that vibe.
It's not the best vibe.
Was this the first time you saw the spot?
Are you super loud? I'm really loud.
Are you?
Well, my headphones are. I can turn the headphone volume down.
Can we move this here so I can hit the lean button?
Sure, dude.
Try to get comfy as hell.
Let your shoulder lean. Oh, here we go.
Wait a minute, that little move.
There we go. Now you're lean city.
Oh, that's not bad. All right, so tell me about the sty. I never spent a lot of time in the sty.
It's doing good. The apartment is very nice, and then it's kind of split in between some neighborhoods. So you walk one way and it's like nice grocery stores, cool restaurants. You walk the other way and it's like strictly cell phone stores and boarded up buildings.
See, but I kind of like that mix of energy.
Mm-hmm. I am an edgelord too.
Well, it's like you want to walk.
Guy.
You want to walk over there and get the New York
Hey.
But then you do want to go to a nice grocery store and be able to get your vitamin water.
Right. You know me. I got to get my
vites in.
My viddies.
So, I mean, I like that. I like you get a little taste of it all. I think if you've spent a little too much time in Gramercy. You got to get this Gramercy off of you,
yeah,
kid.
Right. I know, dude. I'm a Mercy kid.
But the apartment's sick.
The apartment's sick. It's so funny because as nice of an apartment as you can have in New York, there's always little things that sneak up on you.
That make no sense.
I was making dinner last night, and I take something out of the oven. I toss it, on the counter, and then I take the next thing off the thing, and I'm like,
there's nowhere to put
well,
it.
that was it for counter space.
Yeah.
So it's like you run it over and put it on the coffee table, and then run back. I'm like, oh shit! And then I look around. I'm like, there's almost no counter space in this whole thing.
That's what I've been trying. Everything is 15 to 20% more difficult.
Yeah.
Because you pulled that out thinking surely there's a place to put this.
Yeah.
I'm in an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Turn around.
Nope.
Well, I guess I'm putting this on my bed now. Oopsies, now I just burned my sheets because I have this casserole that I can't put anywhere.
But at least my laundromat's only 6 blocks away.
6 is tough. Is that true?
No.
I was about to say, that's
they
a
have
deal
one in the
breaker
building.
on the apartment.
Yeah, no, I did. The last place I stayed out here was about 4 blocks.
4Bs? But that was in Graham City.
No,
that was
in the wood.
That's not RidgeGood.
No, that was Ridge Stinky.
That's
poo.
Ridge stinky ass poo. I mean, we got this little ditty 1 block away, the wash and fold.
That's big.
Still calling it the best deal of all time.
What is it?
It's $1 a pound.
How many pounds is laundry? I don't know.
I mean, we just brought a fucking big old bag of laundry, $25.
And they do it for you?
And brother, they're so good at it.
Whoa, that's amazing because I kind of suck ass at laundry too.
Samesies. Well, you get it back, and then it's just a disaster on your couch now. You get this stuff back. They have it when you would go to wherever to get a new shirt, and the way they folded it, you were always they're really nailing it.
I can't fold it like that.
Can't not.
It gets thinner than ever before.
And it's compact. I don't know how they suck the air out of it.
How did these sweatpants get so tiny?
I mean, they're fucking on it. The moment they say it'll be done at 11, you show up at 11, bingo, bango. Here you go.
$20. I mean, a couple loads of laundry, in a quarter place, is $6, $7.
And then you're also paying with your time, Tom.
Right, exactly. It's not even that. I thought a wash and fold we would have been looking at 30, 40 clams.
I'm telling you, it's the last good deal in New York.
Wow.
The fucking venture capitalists haven't gotten a hold of this yet.
No.
It's going up to $8, $9 a fucking pound when these guys get
Once
it.
J.P. Morgan gets involved.
Leave it alone, JP.
Come on, Morg.
God, I love wash and fold. I just like getting it back and I open up the bag and I just get a big whiff.
That's awesome.
And then I'm like, ooh, what perfectly folded shirt do I want to wear today?
Well, they probably also know how to do I get some stuff that I'm like, this seems like a material that maybe you don't
Sure.
wash, but unless it explicitly says it on the tag, I don't know what to do with stuff.
Here's a little something for you, Tom. They thought I was trying to get one over on them last time.
What'd you do?
Because I guess you have to. I just thought I give you bag, you figure out thing.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't know I had to be I've got some delicates, I've got some, and I went and got the laundry back, and we put our comforter in there.
Okay.
And he was like, "You got a comforter in there."
And you're like, uh-huh.
I was like, yeah. And he's like, it's more expensive.
Oh.
I was like, okay. Like, what? How much is it? And he's like, $4. I was like, what are we doing right now? I wasn't like trying to goof you.
I didn't try to blend in my comforter with my T-shirts.
No way he'll totally think this is a T-shirt.
He's going to be like, wow, this is a huge sweatshirt.
I'm like, we're in New York, dude. Fashion is fluid as hell.
I've seen some jackets that look like a big comforter.
But just the way he was looking at me, like, come on, man. You didn't think I would catch that?
Come on, dude, you idiot.
It's $4.
This is
Cough
a
it up.
fold.
I was like, okay, that'll be $18. Here you go, friend of mine.
Here you go, good friend. I look forward to this every week.
I really do. They're very, very sweet. I would say every week is a little much.
Yeah, that'd be...
I'd say we're hitting the 2.5 week, 3 week button.
Okay, that's good.
It's not bad.
It's a solid mix.
Summer's gonna, it's gonna crank up a little bit in the summer.
How often you tossing the sheets in there?
We sweating. I mean, I would say probably it's the sheets go in with the...
Just about every time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, sheets, sheets.
Sheets have to be pretty common.
Sheets, yeah. Got to get that in there.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were going the other way. Like, sheets, come on.
No, I mean, that's sheets are like undies.
Yeah,
you got to have freshie on the sheets because I sleep butt ass.
Oh, yeah, true.
I got my dick and balls.
And then in the summer months here, I bet this place gets up to what, 120, 130?
135 easy, yeah.
Dude, that is the thing that I am not looking forward to in New York. People in the summer are just like, okay. They're just like, we just suffer.
It sucks
for a
ass.
few months.
Yeah, it hurts a lot.
Because no one can control the heat in their building. Or
the AC.
Lack of AC.
Yeah, well, we had to pull the trigger on one.
A window unit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's smart. You have to.
I mean, we did. I think we talked about it because when we moved in, we thought, I think we got really, really lucky because we have like trees and like there's no sun that's really hitting right there.
Sure.
And then like the sun doesn't like rise or fall facing us. So we were like, we might have the only apartment in New York
that stays cool.
that can survive the summer.
Yeah.
And we were so wrong. Tom, it was because then we get midsummer and we're going, well, now we only have like 8 weeks left. We're not going to buy an AC right now.
Yeah, plus we're cutting weight right now, so this is good.
It was cutting season,
We're sweating a little bit.
I needed it, but dude, I mean, literally, Liz and I were just walking around the apartment naked all day long, walking around with a fan.
I know. I was visiting for a couple of those weeks.
And we're like, Tom, pop those trousers off, dude. It's hot as balls. That's where the hottest balls came from.
Yeah.
When it gets that hot, you let your balls out.
Yeah, dick and balls. By the way, we had a dick and balls earlier, ding, 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 and we didn't call it out. That's a free hot dog.
Free hot dog.
Coming in the mail now. They're still getting shipped to Bed-Stuy, and USPS is terrible, so the hot dogs are lost somewhere. But they're
insane. Just send in your voucher. A couple of you not sending in the vouchers, still expecting a hot dog.
I don't just know where you are. I'm sending out about 5. I think I did 4,200 hot dogs last month.
Yeah.
So I'm sending them out.
Individually wrapped.
But I need you to send in the voucher. Otherwise, it's hard to keep track of. And I'll send you too many, and that's the whole thing.
Also, random people are getting hot dogs. The guy was like, hey, is this Tim from Roommates-in-Law? I was like, yeah, what's up, man? You a big fan? He's like, well, no, but like you keep sending me hot dogs.
Well, I think I know who you're talking about. I keep sending it to him because he stopped listening. And I said, you forgot about us, but we didn't forget about you.
Well, he didn't make it sound. He made it sound like he was never a listener. Like this was something new. Because I was like, "Are you checking out the pod?" And he was like, I didn't know you guys were the free hot dog guys.
He just knew about the hot dogs.
He just knew about the
pod.
dogs. I was like, "Damn, brother, these dogs are barking. Get on the pod." You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. The other thing that I almost really ruined this person's apartment right away.
Good.
Is tossed on the oven yesterday. And then I go, well, let me take a peek in there right after I turn it on. Just full of like kitchenwares.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
Because you forget in New York, you have to. I mean, there was like plastic Tupperware in there. If I left the oven on,
it'd be OVA.
Would have been really bad.
We've done that. You know what? It's so nice to hear this.
Yeah.
If I'm keeping it 1,000 with you, Tom, this is gonna make me sleep a little bit better tonight.
Why?
Knowing that we're not the only scum that pulls that move.
Oh no, I think that's like a common thing.
Where it's like if people are coming over, we're like tossing it in the oven.
Oh yeah, I used to do that in my San Francisco.
Oh,
apartment.
huge.
Well,
Okay,
it was just the storage space for like pots and pans.
See, I just feel like such a scum.
Now, I mean, what are you tossing in? If you're tossing like your clothes in there, then yeah.
No, it's like shoes.
Like now, I'm starting to understand why you're going to the wash and fold so often.
Like you've been cooking these, dude. But no, it's.
Did you say shoes?
Yeah, I was like, I got nothing on shoes.
Was that a riff or is that real?
It's Riff City.
Oh,
We're doing the
thank
pod
God.
right now.
I know, but I thought for
We
a
got the
second-
headphones on and everything.
You're considering yourself scum for keeping kitchenwares in there. I think that's totally acceptable.
But here's the it's not. They're not clean. So it's not storage. It's hiding.
That's not great.
It's not great.
It's not awesome.
It's not like my fave.
No, shoes is kind of in that same category. Though.
Well, shoes is crazy. It was riffs. We have the camera on and everything.
Dirty.
You came over for this.
I forgot what we were doing.
Jesus Christ. But no, it's like and here's the other thing. Does this place have a dishwasher? Probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, it does? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you think you're better than me?
Yes.
Fuck.
I've made that very clear.
God damn it.
I don't think there's ever been a doubt.
And no one knows why you think that. Is it because you're 5'9"?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
These short kings out here just dominating.
Well, we statistically are more successful athletically.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Horseback riding doesn't count.
What? We're taking jockeys out of this?
100%, yeah.
Well, then, yeah. Then I'm wrong.
Yeah, totally wrong.
Cool.
Yep.
Wait, what did I wrote down some stuff for this week. I had a fun weekend. I was in Dallas, Texas. People came out. It was a fun time. I got one question. Do I give off narc energy?
I mean, I could see it. I could see where that, because like I think I give off like cop energy, but I think I could see narc.
Like tattletale?
Yeah, I could see it.
God, that sucks.
You're a smiley guy.
The
Why?
host from this weekend was great. She was cool. She did a great job. After the shows on Friday, she was like out back, and I was leaving, and I saw her, and she like put out a joint on the ground, like kind of like as I was walking up.
Sure.
Her and her friend were talking, and then I was like, "Hey, what's up?" Whatever. And then I paused, and I was like, "Hey, did you put that out because of me?" And she was like, "I just didn't know if you liked weed, so I didn't want to give you the wrong idea." And I was like, "Well, I would have to hate it and be I would have to be angry about it for that to impact our relationship."
I mean, for you to hate weed in such a way that people have to put it out, that would be kind of an indicator of a lot of other things about you.
Yeah, it would suck.
You would be like a thin blue line guy.
Yeah.
You would definitely be like, no, cops should be allowed to pull a gun in your face whenever they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You would definitely not be pro-choice.
No.
There'd be a lot of that's kind of a large indictment she tossed at you.
I was kind of pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you serious?" And she's
I'll get high right now.
I didn't, dude. Exactly. I was like, pick it back up.
Pick it back up. Realize I'm gonna get so high.
It kind of shook me. I was like, "What energy am I giving off?" And I think it was more so newer comic. I think first time hosting a full weekend at a club.
Shows were over though.
Shows were over.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she just
before
didn't.
A show. Yeah, that's a good point. Before a show, it makes sense because it's like, I don't want the headliner to see me getting high before
The show, or in the middle of shows.
Yeah.
So, whatever in that arena.
But after, it's like, yeah,
after the
let
show.
it rip.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, maybe she doesn't. Obviously, she doesn't know you, but maybe it's just he's kind of a clean cut guy. He's got an Apple Watch on.
Yeah, that hurt.
He's got a fun jacket.
I
might
do not.
be a weed
When I
guy.
realize I have this on stage, I get insanely self-conscious about it.
Why?
I just think it's a bad look.
I mean, I agree.
I
but
wear it just because I like knowing the steps. Because I really like knowing the days where it'll send a summary at the end of the day, and it's like, "Hey, you were a real piece of shit.
It's like,
today.
everything all right over there?
You didn't move once.
Everything good, dude? You're doing kind of ridge bad over there with your steps today.
We're about to send a life support to Bed-Stuy. But yeah, I usually take it off right before I go on stage, and I left it on one of these shows, and about halfway through my set, I clocked it.
Not bad.
Come on. And
Come on, man. Watch it with that.
Come on, let's go.
Huh? Now we're having fun.
Yeah, and then I decided it was time to take it off.
I mean, do we just go 3 for 3 right there? Holy shit, that's incredible.
Oh God. But yeah.
So what? I mean, did you take it off mid, or did you just?
No, I just start pulling the sleeve over it, which is always a very chill move.
Everybody's like, and people are. No one clocked it at all.
No, you
everybody's-
can't not use that word.
I know it's too fun. But I mean, no one was going like, I don't know, I like this guy, but the Apple Watch.
Apple Watch is kind of taking me out of it.
Really? I mean, I'll give him the jacket, but the apple.
No, yeah, I don't know why. I just get in my head about it, but because people tend to call it out randomly for no reason.
Who?
You just did.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to calculate why this lady you're giving off narc.
I've given off narc, anti-weed. Like, it's not even just narc. It's legal. It's legal there.
Yeah, that's insane.
So there's like no. I wouldn't even have like a ground to stand on.
Is this a young person?
Mid-30s.
Oh, that's
So
even
yeah,
more
so
confusing.
yeah, one of the youngest people I've ever met.
I mean, so yeah, like in relatively speaking, insanely young.
Super young.
One of the
whole life of.
I mean, holy shit. Okay, I didn't know she was this young and cool. Whole life ahead of her. You're doing great. Yeah, I mean, look, but here's the thing. I could see it, but you're not.
All right, I'll move on from it. But it really shook me.
Do I give off cop?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one's just.
Me and you walk up and people are like,
whoa,
so
shit.
that's the guy who calls him. He must have already saw something, called him, brought his cop friend.
See, this is a guy. I'm the cop that like caught you doing something, and now you're like under my spell. Like you have to do what I tell you to do,
Oh, shit.
or you're going to jail for a long time.
Because you're a little dirty too.
I'm a for sure dirty cop. Hey,
Yeah.
to be a cop, I think you got to be a little dirty.
In these mean streets of Ridgewood,
I mean, you got to get your hands in there.
Absolutely.
I mean, fall.
You're going to have to see some shit and do some shit that you're not going to want to talk about around the dinner table. To be a cop
Or
in
on stage.
Ridgewood.
Sorry.
No,
I am
you
an
do wanna
undercover
talk about it
cop.
on stage. It would be fun to just do that, just say that.
That I'm an undercover cop. Or it would be fun if like I was an undercover cop and I'd been telling the police force that I like had this whole thing going. But this
you've
is
just
just
been
my
doing
excuse to
stand-up
like go do
comedy.
stand up. I was like, there's like a huge drug ring in the
There's a
stand up comedy world and
massive
I'm going to
ring.
get in there. And they're like, how's that undercover coming? You're like, not great, but the 10 is cooking.
The dentist cookie. I think I'm going to need to get on the road more, honestly. If you guys could help me with some dates.
10 is like crazy good. There are a couple of big drug rings in like Denver I'd like to hit. LA's got a big one. I need to get out there more.
Yeah.
Honestly, Manhattan's terrible. Could you guys set me up with like a sick apartment in Manhattan for the drug thing?
For drugs.
Drugs
stuff.
and not stand up? That rules.
I think you do that. I got one thing to toss your way that was really fun. JFK assassination tour.
Okay. What?
We're just gonna do a quick minute on the JFK assassination, if that's cool.
Oh, you were just in Dallas. I was like,
Just in Dallas.
okie
We
dokie.
did- Weird thing that Dallas did. They kind of took ownership for the JFK assassination. I mean, no, just for JFK. Sorry, it makes sense that they took ownership of the
I was
assassination.
about to say, not really denying
That
that.
definitely happened.
It's like
there.
Germany being like, fine.
Yeah, it happened here.
We did it.
Yeah. No, but they're like weirdly they're like JFK, the impact he had on this town. It's like he hated it. He's from Massachusetts, and it like
He didn't even know
Texas
you were
didn't
alive.
like them.
Yeah.
They didn't like him.
You were just straight up on the.
Yeah, they liked Jackie Kennedy. They were like obsessed with her.
He just had to go wave and say, great.
Yeah, it was very odd. But anyways, we get this tour guide, and he's like he's a character that I'd love to see in a TV show because in real life he's a little spooky. But he's like, he's exactly who you're picturing giving a downtown Dallas JFK tour.
T-shirt tucked in?
You bet your ass.
Yep.
It might be
Totally.
tucked into his ass. Honestly, it's
Yep.
so deep in there.
It's and I'm picturing
what kinda
aviators, but
shirt?
I don't think so. I mean, it is a T-shirt.
No,
No, collared polo, but it has like a Dallas
denim
cowboy on it.
button-down.
Denim button tucked in
Yeah,
to jeans.
To jeans.
Okay, the Canadian tuxedo.
No, Canadian tux, but it was like it was like a patterned denim, so it like didn't look like full Canadian tux.
Right.
Then he's got a mustache that is slightly yellowing.
It's from smoking cigs.
Yeah, because he's probably 65, 70.
Full gray stash, but the bottom of it's yellowish
Yeah,
brown.
little yellowy brown, bad teeth,
Sure.
and an American Legion hat.
Sure.
And then some of the first words out of his mouth was like, "Listen, I'm gonna try to keep this apolitical."
Good luck.
But when you're talking about the assassination of a president, it gets a little political, but I'm going to do my best. It's one thing I pride myself on. Anyways, JFK was this gay liberal Democrat who everyone hated.
He did not say
He
that.
didn't say gay liberal, but he was like, so as you guys know, like everyone hated JFK. We were like, I was dying, right? It was like right away.
And it wasn't a bit, because that is really funny.
No, if he had said it like that, I would have peed my pants and tipped him $1,000. He just was trying to be. The point he was trying to illustrate, which is true, is like he basically wouldn't have won He wouldn't have won Texas if it wasn't for Lyndon B. Johnson.
Sure.
And that's like, you could say it like that. That's kind of how vice presidents work often, is you get the people that can win over the states that are on the fence.
Wait, so
about
is this guy telling me that Texas did not typically vote Democrat?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't
It's
think of
kind
it
of
that way.
groundbreaking. And then almost immediately
You know
pivoted
what
to-
that is? When he did like the I'm not going to get political and then immediately gets political. It's like in any TV show where they're like, I'm not doing it. Cut to them doing that exact thing.
Exactly.
It's that exact scenario.
It's the stand-up thing where you say, and I'm not going to say the name, but JetPoo. Airlines.
JetPoo.
Yeah.
Speaking of JetPoo, Lizzie's on JetPoo right now.
Oh, shit.
Not a Boeing plane, thank God. We
Best
checked
of
on that.
luck, Liz.
Not a Boeing plane,
just
so she's
looking
Gucci as hell.
up. Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Well, no, that was the majority of it. Because then almost immediately he brought up how the country united after 9/11.
Okay.
And he's like,
this-
George Bush, one of the best presidents we've ever had. He's like, the way there were people like that before 9/11, they hated George Bush, and they would, if you voted for George Bush, they would cast you out, and they hated you. And then after 9/11, those same people kind of changed their tunes. I'm not saying which side was better, but they kind of changed their tune.
What point is he making?
He was making a point to be like, people remember JFK better because he got
shot.
assassinated.
Yeah, because he was fighting for the people and got shot.
Yeah.
Because the higher ups didn't want him doing that.
Exactly.
George W. Bush's dad, also like head of the CIA, probably organized that hit.
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting.
Had ties to Lyndon B. too.
Yeah, Lyndon B. Big smiles when he was getting sworn in
Guess
on the
who
plane.
became president right away?
Interesting. I find that interesting, Tom. Big smiles on old Lyndon when he was on the plane. Jackie O bawling her eyes out.
Yeah.
The hell, Lyndon.
The hell.
And then undid everything J.K. Rowling was trying to do.
Lyndon B. Johnson was so against J.K. Rowling from the start.
Dude, Lyndon be murdering, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Lyndon do be murdering.
Come on, that's good, clean fun right there,
Oh, my
Tom.
God. I wish I said that on stage.
I know. You will soon. Don't worry.
Oh, God.
I find my little things getting said on stage all the time, Tom.
Oh, shut up.
So we had a little fun one the other night.
Yeah, we did.
Tuesday wasn't great.
No, I was pretty hung city.
We hung the moon that night, but it was we had a good
Kind
fellas.
of got actually like everyone together, from everyone who moved from Chicago out here.
This has got to be a quarterly thing.
It's got to be quarterly. I like a standing monthly hang, and then a quarterly dinner where it's like this is kind of required.
See, I just don't think. I think it's all going to get muddled, and then all of it will fall apart.
They're two different things, though.
I know, but what would the hang entail?
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Just hang city?
Oh yeah, we've always had a hard time doing that.
No, but I mean, it's going to turn into the quarterly din because we're going to go, what do you guys want to do? And we're going to, we're kind of
'cause-
hungry. What if we got some din?
No, hang city is like it's a more casual vibe. Quarterly din is like, let's get a nice dinner.
I mean, we had wings.
Yeah, it was a nice dinner. I had a chicken Sam that was honestly, it would not quit.
I did like the wings. I didn't want to mention it there because the person that suggested them really had high hopes for these wings. I'm just not a dry rub guy.
Oh, you like them sopping?
I need them soaking wet. I need these puppies tossed in buffalo sauce.
Yuck.
Absolutely. I want to
I got
cannonball
one
into some
word
blue
for that,
cheese.
Tim. Yuck.
Oh, what, you don't like wet wings?
I don't like being all messy.
Oh, God. Really?
It's those wet wings. I've seen the wings you get. They are Lionel Messi. They are
That's not bad.
all over the place.
That's not bad. Yeah, it's a wing, Tom. That's a sacrifice you make.
I had to put myself through the wash and fold the last time I had wings with you.
How much is an actual human being?
Can I go through something back
He's
there?
like, oh, thought I wouldn't catch you trying to wash a human being, huh?
I'm in your bag of
I'm like,
laundry.
there's a Tom Schnee in here. Like, oh shit, how much is a Tom?
$6. Slightly more than a comforter.
I mean, they just need to be drippity droppity. That's where all the flavor is, Tom.
Yuck.
Sorry, give me more blue cheese. I want it chunky as hell.
No, I like a tender more than I like a wing.
You know, I'm not even mad at that, but I just like a wing. I like getting in there and getting aggressive.
Yeah, that ain't me.
That's fine, dude.
I like a turkey leg.
Yeah. What? What? I almost just let that go. You're like, no, I do like hitting the Renaissance Fair, getting a tea leg.
I do.
What?
Yeah.
Really? You're gonna go watch the jousting, eating a turkey leg?
Oh, no, I don't love the Renaissance Fair, but I love the turkey legs.
Tom, a turkey leg is literally 4 feet tall and it's 22 pounds of meat. And this is what you like?
Disney World has great turkey legs.
Grody, dude. That ain't it.
Yum. They're so greasy.
Ain't it. Well, this is a real take from a guy that wears an Apple Watch. Such an Apple Watch take.
I don't.
When I'm
I
at
don't really
Disney,
get
I
that.
get the turkey leg. Why are we fighting?
Oh, God, I don't know.
You came in with some weird energy.
No, I said I don't like wings.
No, you told me you were better than me 4 minutes ago.
You said, "Do you think you're better than me?" And I anded.
Yeah, no, that's a Nate Bargatze line, Tom.
Oh, well, that's kind of just like a line.
No, that's the line we
you think
quote.
you're better than me?
This is a stand-up comedy podcast, Tom. We can't
A stand-up
quote
comedy
stand-up
podcast
comedy.
where we only quote famous stand-up.
Well, yeah.
We do none
Also,
of
we
our
promote
own.
our friends Joe List. Give it a listen. He's the man.
Come on, give it a listen.
God damn, Tom. It was a fun night. But I do think a quarterly dinner is the way to go. And maybe we don't end until at 3 in the morning.
No, yeah, we didn't need to. Well, several people left at an appropriate time.
Let's see. How many people were there? 7? 4 of them left at an appropriate time.
Yeah, and me, you, and Jeef said, let's keep
Well,
keep chatting.
What if we figured out the Alligator Lounge?
That was cool.
What if we figured out their pricing system?
Boy, $4 beers and you get free pizza with it.
It's kind of hard. It's
That
almost
doesn't really make sense.
it's irresponsible to not go there.
Yeah, I might start eating dinner there like every day.
For Rizio. Well, I mean, it makes sense because, I mean, we were there on a Monday and it was slam and jamming. That was Friday, Saturday traffic.
Wait, do they do that every day?
That's all day, every day.
God, I'm gonna get fat here, I think. Actually, I don't think I can afford to get fat.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if fat's going to happen.
No.
You're going to, your view on the entire world is going to change, though.
Little cyny?
Little what?
Cynical?
No, not cynical. It's just you're just going to feel different in 1 year.
Okay.
And that's okay. And I think that's what the Stoics called growth.
I'm down for some growth. I've
Need
been
a little.
stagnant. I've been at 5'10" and a quarter for way too long. Tim's doing a big dramatic look at the camera like I'm not 5'10" and a half.
For our folks that are only listening on audio, I'm giving a very sarcastic
He's
look
doing
to
a big
the
look
camera.
like I'm not 5'11" and a half.
I'm going, oh, God, here we go again with
Dude,
this shit.
Since I've met you, I've been 6'2".
It would be fun to get a late growth spurt.
It'd be so sick. Can we figure that out, science?
Like a little mid-30s growth spurt.
That'd be cool. I mean, you can get fake boobs and stuff. Why,
True.
Why can't I?
Actually, to that point, you can get leg extenders. That's in the world now.
But do people? They have to just like die immediately.
I mean, there's no way that they're like, wow, this worked out really, really well.
Just like for the rest of their life, there's no chance.
Well, also, it's like you've got 5'8" limbs. Like,
Right.
so you're the guy with the short arms and the small head?
Well, if I could do a torso extender, that'd be big. My torso straight up hasn't changed.
Yeah, but all the guts are in there.
Yeah.
See, this is pretty, like, the leg, you just cut it off.
And then-
Where's all the meat coming from, though?
I got almost no meat on these things.
You got to stretch out the meat? I guess skin regrows.
Yuck.
There's just no way it works out well. You have to have some weird
If
limp.
you've got limb extenders, just shoot us a note.
We do want to hear about this. I read an article about a guy that did it, and they were like, oh, and he looks great. And he just kind of came limping onto the screen. And I was like, this is the final result?
Yeah, I mean, at some point, 8 years from now, it's gonna the shit they put in there is just gonna like dissolve.
It's going to fall apart. It's going to start rusting.
He's on a date and he just said he was 6'4", and then it's like, and he just goes down to like 5'9", but he stays up. And he just drops below her as he's going in for the first kiss.
Like, look, I understand. You can make little augments to your whatever. You can dye your hair. You can get your tits done. If you're a guy, what do guys do?
Wait, this is a song. You could change your hair and you could change your clothes. You could.
Is it?
Yeah, it's. I think it's like might be like a Miley Cyrus or Hannah Montana song.
Oh, okay. I was like, she says, "Get your tits done" in a Hannah Montana song.
No, I think it's like it's but you always find your way back home.
Oh, right.
Someone
okay.
tell us what that song is.
Kind of cute, but there's stuff that you can do, but like you can't. You can put in like shoe lifts or whatever, but you can't say I want to be 6 inches taller.
I know, but I mean I can say it.
But it's just not gonna. It's
happen.
not in the cards for you, my friend. You can say I would like to be 1 inch taller, and you can do that.
Lift? 6.
Yeah, toss a little, Dr. Scholl's in there. Maybe
Sure.
get something with a thick heel.
Yeah, maybe I'll start doing that.
Maybe you need to become a New Balance guy. Honestly, you're going with these flat shoes. New Balances are in style too, Tom.
True.
Jump in there.
Who told you that?
I just kind of keep my ear to the street.
Cut to Tim literally laying down on Woodward Avenue in Ridgewood.
What you guys got going on over there?
Oh,
Tim, by the way, nice New Balances.
that's gum. That's old gum.
Fuck.
Yuck.
New Balances, though, right? Those are sick as hell. I'm Tim, by the way.
Keeping my ear to the streets.
Lizzie and I had a big fat date the other night.
How was it?
Oh, it was just magical, Tom.
I've so many people have recommended that restaurant, Rolo's.
Hoo-wee!
It's great.
Brother, is it good?
Spency?
Little spency,
Okay.
but worthy.
Worthy. Worthy is the word, but
Yeah, but I want to say it.
I know
like, worthy.
it was way more fun.
James Worthy, dude. It was basketball player. It was his name's James
I had
Worthy.
no idea. I thought that was an author from the early 200s. 200s?
The early
1900s.
200s. And no, it's definitely worth it. You know, isn't this fun when's the last time you hit the date button?
Recently.
Recently, where'd you go?
A month ago.
Okay. That
Some
counts.
sushi place in like Midtown.
Sush. Was it I mean, are you going in there? Were you sitting at the bar or was it Reservation City?
Bar happy hour situation, but a table.
Res?
No.
No. Okay. So you said, hey, for two.
It was impulsive. Yeah, we were actually going to walk somewhere else, saw this spot, and we said,
Not bad.
check out this.
Okay. So this is
And
my
I like for two. I mean, I really, you guys have room for two? And they go, yeah, we can. Come, get over here.
two. We could do two.
Get over here.
Come on.
You guys want to do guest spots too?
Come on, dude.
Who's
Yeah,
at
we,
a comedy
we
club?
got one
It's the only
right
place I
by
go
the
on dates.
kitchen. Yeah.
It's at the Stand Comedy Club.
It'd be so humiliating.
Oh my god, dude.
So this is I like this. This was like a little exciting thing that I noticed. You know, when you go in, because we hit the reservation button a month ago.
Okay.
Because let me tell you
Yeah, because
something, Tom.
this place fills up.
Rolo's straight up
Over
over
Frollo's.
Frollo's.
Fuck.
With reservation, we can cut that out. But you know, so you walk up and the guy right in front of me. This was great. The guy right in front of me was like, "Oh, hey, like we're just walking. Do you have anything for two?" And she's like, "Oh man, I don't know. Just can you wait over here for a second while like I get some other things figured out?" And so he goes and stands over there like a fucking idiot.
And Tim's coming in with his loose shirt on.
With my big fat reservation, and I looked right at him talking to the lady, and I was like, "For two, Tim."
You hit the free throw while looking at the bench.
I said, "What do you think about that, dude? Made that resi a
30
month
feet.
ago. See how happy she is? Mm-hmm. That's what you do. That's what men do."
Wow, incredible. Like, because I did fuck up the last time.
Because I made a couple of huge mistakes, and this is me apologizing. So she's like, "Tim, right this way," and then her and I both looked at the guy and Scott like, "Jeez, he thinks he's getting a table."
You didn't give him like a sorry man?
I made the res. What am I apologizing to this guy for?
I don't know.
You don't get to just get to walk in and they go, "Hey, yeah, come on, right this way."
New York did change you.
Sorry, dude. A month. The reservations were a month out. I'm like, if this fucking guy thinks he's getting my table, he's got another thing coming.
What if they gave him?
Oh, if they're right this way, and then I was like, hey, and they're like, ooh, actually, it's
About
going to be
an
like
hour
20 minutes. I'd light the building on fire.
Yeah,
Only appropriate response.
that is.
So
You and
they're
Lizzie
bringing-
already did that once, anyways, to a different restaurant.
that was decades right over there. Total accident. We have not been back, and I forgot about that. And so this was a little exciting thing. This is fun. You know, when they're walking and you're looking around and you're going, all right, where's our table? Where's our table? Where's our table? And you see that empty one, you're like, I hope it's not that one. I hope it's not that one.
Yes.
And then you walk past it and you're like, nice.
Huge.
So then you start reevaluating again. You're like, okay, so that one's open. Ooh, that'd be good. That'd be good. That'd be good. And it's not that one either. And you're like, that could have been huge. All right, but what else we got? And then we see this amazing, I like being in the back. I like it when.
Send me as far back as you can.
Yes. I like
Build
it when.
a tunnel into the next building over and put me
Brother,
there.
we just drilled it. So my back is to the wall. Lizzie's back is to the window outside. And then we have a full view of the entire restaurant.
I was trying to fit it until the sweat drops down my balls.
Oh,
She said,
try
my
that
back
again.
is to the wall.
Oh, say it
Lizzie's
again.
to the window. Oh, it's the other way around. Lizzie's to the window. I'm to the wall. To the sweat drops down my balls.
Till.
These bitches crawl.
There we go.
Oh, skeet skeet.
Shout out Lil Jon. Lizzie's in Atlanta right now.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Lizzie's at a Lil Jon show.
Lizzie's at a Lil Jon concert right now.
I was like, oh, she's still touring with him, huh?
Yeah, he's kind of playing around here. Not a very big venue, honestly.
It's Rolo's.
Yeah, his career fell off. But
Anyway, sorry.
so it's just perfect seat city. But that was fun when we were walking in.
amazing.
It's just like the fun little calculations of, ooh, where are we going to sit? Where are we going to sit? Where are we going to sit?
It's like a little table, not roulette, but like roller coaster where it's like, yeah, it is when you miss the one that you hated, but then you miss the one that you wanted.
Where you're like, that one could have been huge.
Then you didn't know that there was a secret one in the back. You're like, if we took that one, we would have never found.
And this was
it's real. Who wants to be a millionaire situation?
It absolutely was, and because we saw one that we were like, please, or in my head, please, not that one. And then bingo, bango, Tom, we walked right past it, and they said they gave us the best one.
Would you ever ask at a nice restaurant like
Absolutely, yes.
if they put you at one and you say, "Can we have a different table?"
Yes.
How do you phrase that?
I just say, hey, is it? I mean, I don't.
If you're
just go
seeing a
different.
different
Yeah,
one,
I say,
yeah.
is it any chance we could sit right there?
Yeah.
And then they go, and then I just go,
I'll
and they go,
kill you if
yeah,
you say no.
yeah. I mean, look,
You know I'm a
if
cop,
I'm gonna
right?
come,
You know,
shut this whole place down.
I've been trying to I've been trying to uncover all the comedy scene drug rings.
They're like,
over the
oh,
past
that's you?
4 years.
The tin's really coming along.
I heard the 10's tight. How's the busts going?
But yeah, I will definitely ask for sure. Because here's my little thing, Tom. If I'm gonna go in there and spend some dough, I want to
Yeah.
sit at a table where I'm not miserable.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that's good.
And then we're very polite and we tip very well.
And I try to also be like, sorry if it's like because where it's an issue for them is oftentimes, especially in a nice restaurant where every table is a couple hunch.
Sure.
They're going, all right, well, Joe is in this section and
his
Becky's
turn.
in that section.
Right.
And I just gave Joe 2 big tables. I can't give him another one right now because Becky's going to be pissed at me.
Yeah, but those people aren't my issue.
I know.
And I love server, but if I'm coming in there to spend a little
Server workers.
server workers, employees, but if I'm going in there to spin the do-si-do, Tom, I want to be in a comfy seat.
Yeah.
I don't think that's crazy.
No, it's not crazy. It's just always an interesting conversation because you want to be like, hey, I'm not an asshole.
And I will prove
I
that throughout this
understand what's
meal.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do this thing.
I can't.
Not when there's this beautiful one right over there.
Look at that one.
Yeah.
And I'm not like asking to get into the big booth with 2 people. I mean, if it's obviously a 2-seater, let me hit the 2-seat
Let
button.
me hit 2.
Come on.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's great.
And I'm very polite about it, and I give them like the knowing glance. We've gone over the knowing glance.
That's the I'm a cop glance.
It's do this or there's going to be a lot of trouble here.
I'm going to start looking at some receipts here.
But yeah, we hit the date button. It was very nice. We made the deal to put the phones away.
Oh, great.
More of I made that deal than her. Lizzie's not really.
Oh, as addicted? Yeah, I need to do that more.
Lizzie is so good about it. I just needed to put my little phone in the purse, and then it was like, oh wow,
Hey, you're doing pretty good. We're almost 40 minutes in. You haven't checked Twitter once.
that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
I haven't really
now
been-
you kind of want to.
I haven't
huh?
been tweeting that much.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, haven't really had any heat coming.
Nah, I
From the
mean,
Twitter.
Same.
It's also the site's dead. Elon ruined it.
It's dead. It's X, but no one started calling it that. That's kind of funny.
That's such a loser name.
We were comparing Max to X the other night. It's hilarious because Max people really got on board with changing the
hell
name.
is Max?
HBO Max.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't really love that either.
I know, but it worked better.
It did work. Well, I think it was because X is so douchey.
It's so lame.
It's so douchey and lame.
Yeah.
And then people are just mad at Elon.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not
There's
not
like
buying
feelings
it.
associated with like personal hate
Yeah,
associated.
he's like,
with
I'm not
it.
doing this with
Yeah.
you. This is absolute poo poo
Did you hear that, Elon? We're not doing it.
I'm still using
Not
the
fucking doing it.
still
though.
using it, logging in every day, but I hate you for it.
I'm checking. I'm getting Timberwolves interview updates every day.
I do love seeing the videos where it's like murders that go hard, and then it's just
Yeah.
like a little kid getting hit by a train. I'm like, I never used to see this before. He bought
Morbid
this thing.
vids, and it'll be the caption will be like, "What do you notice about this one?" And I'm like, "Well, I noticed that the man got ran over by a train."
Yeah,
Is that what I was supposed to notice?
Because the videos you used to see would be like, oh, something fucked up happened, but there's like a redemption story,
Or like it was kind of convoluted,
right?
Because it was like it had to be allowed on the internet,
Sure.
and now it's just,
Now it's just any video from the dark web is just on Twitter.
yep.
And you're like, oh, I just watched a guy get beat to death because I thought his friends were going to pop out of nowhere and save the day.
I thought it was gonna be bully gets
Yes.
stood up. It's bully beats a guy into a coma.
into a coma
in the lunchroom.
It's not great. His liver is failing for other reasons, though. He was an alcoholic, folks.
It's more of a slow bully, long term.
Kind of bullied himself into that one, honestly.
Yeah.
God,
Don't we all?
damn. But yeah, date night ruled. We absolutely love it. How you coming over there, Tom? You got any new cooking? Tell me about the new.
I got a couple things, but I got a couple things that I'm really frustrated with.
Okay.
I have one joke that is it's hitting, but at different times.
Very frustrating.
different lines are hitting, and it's kind of, and then the other night neither of them hit, and then I lost faith in it in general. I guess we could riff a bit if you want.
Let's R&B. I love that.
It was it's basically somebody was giving me like relationship advice. Like, it's not, you got to stop viewing problems as, the premise is basically like people love to give you advice that kind of works like once, but they apply it like generally
Sure.
to something. And it's like this big, I guess it sounds good, but it's basically like you can't view problems as like her problems or your problems. You have to view them as your problems collectively.
Sure.
So it's not she has a busy week, it's we have a busy week.
Okay.
And that's how I set it up. I'm like, which is good, you know? And then it's not like she's on her period, it's we're on our period. It's not I got too drunk, it's we can't get a boner.
Right.
And whichever one of those I say first hits.
I would just leave out the got too drunk and just go to, and we can't get our dick hard.
Oh, just skip the setup again.
Yeah. I think hit that third one a little bit quicker. What do you think about that?
That might work.
Yeah,
that
I think it would.
That might work, Timothy.
That just might be crazy enough to work.
God, you're not gonna believe it, but I'm gonna try it.
I think you should. I think you should at least like try it on
6,
stage
7 times.
I think that take that little ditty out,
Yeah.
and then it's bingo bango.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this
Love
is
that.
good. Yeah, because it's like a fun. I also like. I mean, we could this bit aside. I like. I've never been able to articulate when people give advice like that. It kind of drives me insane
Sure.
because it's always based off of one. It is anecdotal, but they won't acknowledge it.
You want to know what pisses me off about it?
What?
The people that give. How long have you been in the relationship with your lady?
This?
Yeah.
Brand new.
Brand spanking. What we can say 5 months?
No, way less.
We can say 2 months?
We can say a couple weeks.
We're gonna say a couple of weeks.
No,
The person
couple months.
giving you the advice, if you've been in for 4, they've been in for 6.
Oh, yeah.
And they've been
Just
in a
ahead of it.
relationship for 2 weeks
Yeah,
longer than you. And they're like,
yeah,
let me
yes.
tell you something, young man.
It is someone who is a pretty bad relationship person.
Yeah. It's like, how's your relationship going? Like, not good at all. But
Not good. I keep following my own advice.
I did figure this one little trick out. I don't. It's like when there was a couple that we used to know, Lizzie and I used to know, and they got engaged, and the guy, they'd been together for 2 years. Lizzie and I had been together for 10.
Yeah.
And he comes up and he's like, they just got engaged. Like, so you guys gonna get serious or? And I'm like, hey. Let's not even have this conversation.
I'll ruin it right now.
Don't even get me started with this, because I will say things that I regret to you.
But you might need to hear.
But you might need to hear it. I got a couple of hard truths in my back
When
pocket.
are you and Lizzie gonna get serious?
This is a great question. We've been asking each other that for 12 years now.
I mean, you just re-signed a lease.
I know.
Is that it? Maybe. Finally, you guys will say I love you.
We our kid's 2 years old now, so it's getting pretty serious with my wife. Shout out Nate Bargatze.
Oh yeah, dude.
A lot of Bargatze on the pod today. Give him a
Is
shout out.
Does he have
Give
the
him a check
line? Someone else. Oh, that's Rory. My daughter's 7. I still just don't know if I want kids.
Yeah. I think it's the other way around. But yeah, we love that. But yeah, the advice like that just drives me insane.
Yeah, because it's always a little like I'm like you're projecting your own shit.
I was just about to say every relationship is completely different.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like it kind of worked. I think the scenario I was talking about was like busy weeks or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of worked for that. It's like, yeah, view it as like we have a busy week. It's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then it's like apply it to almost any other problem and it
kind of makes no
it
sense
makes
at
no
all.
sense at all.
Yeah. Even though we have a busy week, it still doesn't
really,
fully track.
It's kind of more of a mindset thing.
It's just a we're in this together
Yes,
thing.
it's not like really logically sound at all.
So we have a bit. Yeah, I think you just say. I don't think you say she has a busy week. I think you just go so like we have a busy week.
Yeah.
We have we couldn't get my dick hard.
Yeah.
Maybe
There
something
we
like
go.
that.
All right.
That's a little something there.
I'll try it.
What do you think about
that? I'm thinking about it and I like it.
Love that, dude.
The other thing I've been saying on stage is just fun. It's just like talking about like the difference between growing up with. Actually, I got a question.
Lay it
Did
on
you
me.
and Steve physically fight? Up?
I mean, when we were younger, but Steve could just always just beat the shit out of me.
ass.
Yeah, it like wasn't even a close fight. So I would. That's where I got my little mouth from.
Okay, yeah.
So I was a little lippy.
Because I've been asking people who grew up with brothers, Because I think that's like one of the main differences. Growing up with sisters, growing up with brothers. I learned psychological warfare at an early age.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
Yeah,
The
we've done this.
pettiness is hard. Yeah.
I would have hit the petty button earlier.
What do you mean?
You were petty on the pod earlier, and I haven't forgot about it,
Wait,
nor
what did
will
I
I
say?
ever.
What was I petty about?
We already went over this.
Wait, the better than you thing?
Yeah.
That was yes-anding.
That was
improv Rip City.
That was me holding a
Oh
grudge for
my
the next
God.
10 to 12 years, Tom.
No, it wasn't, Tim. It's our grudge, okay? It's not your holding
There
grudge.
we go.
It's I'm mad at me.
There we go. That's fun. God, that advice is pretty applicable to a lot of different scenarios.
Anyways.
But yeah, no, I mean, like we would, but like I was always, it wasn't we were fighting, it was I was getting the shit beat out of me.
Okay. Would you try to instigate or no?
Well, I would say a lot,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
and then Steve and his friends would just beat me up a lot.
See, okay, so that kind of does prove my point. Like my sisters and I didn't really physically fight.
Right.
So that's what I've been saying. I said, but this is what's fun. It was just I just go. I'm not a fighter. I'm a come on guys. I'm the come on guys guy.
Right. Yeah.
And then just standing there for a while and going, come on guys,
Come on, guys.
guys, come on, guys,
Are you guys coming on or
guys, come.
come for me right now?
How about do that?
Fucking come for me right now. Just see.
Jesus
It
Christ.
would be fun
Just go
to
really
see
deep.
how far you could.
Well, because
take
I've been
that.
sitting in it for a while, and it's kind of just like
just sitting in a bunch of
just
cum.
fun. Yeah, I've just been sitting in the come on guys.
Just see how far and weird you can take it.
I've always been a come on guys guy. That's so funny. If you
Like if the
it's-
comma is misplaced in any
or
way,
if there's no come
now you're
on.
just coming on a bunch of guys.
I've always been a come on guys guy.
I'm just like a guy that comes on his friends.
Some people are come on girls.
I'm just a guy that like comes on his boys when they go to
I've
sleep.
never heard
on the
that
sleepover.
phrase that way. It requires no editing.
Nope, that one's fun.
Oh man.
What
You
riddle
got
me
some
this,
new
Tom?
cooking?
Yeah, I got some new that was absolutely hitting the cook button the other night, and this was nice. I
Nothing in the oven, by the way. No,
Nothing in
no shoes in the oven. You were hitting the
nothing.
cook
I
button.
did melt a lot of our like plastic stuff, but it's a So I mean, I think I told you this the other night. Is like we hang out with a lot of like single creative types,
Yes.
and they love to do the thing where they're like, man, 12 years with one person.
Yeah.
How do you do it, man?
Yeah.
How do you?
It's honestly a very similar energy.
How do you do that? And I'm like, buddy, you're on 4 different apps getting denied by 200 women a week. How do you do it?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
That is fun.
And then I just go into like how I do, and I do kind of think this, like, man, it's like kind of off of the true crime thing about how men like to like kill women a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's like I think the dating apps are going to create like a super soldier race of like incel-y aggro dudes because dudes just historically don't handle rejection well.
yeah, and they've never had access to this much rejection.
The level of rejection that people are experiencing right now is like unprecedented.
It's like mass
and human.
scale.
So I mean, like there are guys. So like I was doing, and it was like cooking really nice because when you just have like clarity of thought on stage.
yeah,
and
like this is a true opinion.
and
that
you're
I
just
have.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like guys have always done. They get rejected, boom, they'll murder you.
Yeah.
Every woman knows this and is scared of this and is aware of this.
Mm-hmm.
So like we're all straight guys are like on a spectrum, like a fucked up spectrum of how many denials
Especially
does
the
it
ones we
take
hang out with.
before you become a murderer. And like the worst of us is 1. But
Yeah.
like the best of us is like 5,000.
Still a number.
Still a number. So like even the best guy you've ever met, he hits 5,001 and he's like, I'm going to fucking kill somebody.
Wow.
And it
That's
was
fun.
Cook City.
That is fun. That's a fun idea.
And then I tried to go further with it about it, like, and riddle me this, because this bombed so hard.
Okay.
But like not in a dark way. Like I still got to like,
Didn't sound light.
well, no, it was just like, it went from Cook City to just like, whoopsies.
Yeah.
Somebody turned the oven off.
I like that.
All my shoes are ruined. But it was about like the dating apps might head towards ending human civilization as we know it because women are starting to select mates based on objective attractiveness now. And there's just not enough hot guys for that.
No.
So women are looking at a guy and going, he's not hot. But for thousands and thousands of years, women have been fucking on personality.
Yeah.
So a lot of uggos have been sneaking through, and that's kind of how our species has survived this long.
This is heady though. This is why it's like.
But it makes sense, right?
It does. No,
It does. The logic of it tracks.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna keep. I gotta keep toying.
I think
with
there's something fun. Or optimistic side, if we're going posy vibes here,
I love a positive vibe.
dude, we're just gonna get way hotter.
Oh, that's true. The uggos are gonna get weeded out. But then I don't want, because I feel like saying
Darwinism.
that makes it seem like I'm telegraphing that I think I'm a good-looking person, and that's annoying.
No one would think that.
That's not true. Lizzie loves me, and my mom.
And what?
My mom.
Lizzie loves your mom, or my mom loves you?
My mom loves me.
Your mom. It's got to be your mom.
It's gotta be.
Wait, I think there's stuff there. I just think it's got to be like when you were saying that, it took me a second to be like, all right.
Like the logic of it tracks.
Yeah, but it's kind of like you think about it like the way like you got to like take a second to understand what a professor is saying.
Right. Yeah, because it is kind of a genius, but I know what you're saying.
Like if I had a notebook, it would have been easier for me to like write it out.
You're like highlighting the big parts, and you're like, right. Base objective attractiveness. But
Murder.
so, because I think the other one, the idea in my head is a little clearer. But this one, I just gotta, because I'm kind of on idea city with it right now. So I was just asking people after the show where I was like, so that bit did bomb, but the logic of it makes sense, right? And they're like, yeah, and I was like, okay, that's all I need.
I like doing that. That's fun. A little check-in.
Well, it's just like that.
You guys get what I was trying to do, right?
Makes sense.
I
Right?
agree with you. It's not there.
It's fully not there.
Yeah.
But it was fun to like see, like, because like when the first one was hitting, I was like, all right, well, let me just keep skating forward.
Yeah.
And see how far these skates will take me.
It's brave.
Not
enough people say how brave you are, Tim.
I mean, I don't know. Creativity is about being brave, Tom.
That actually is brave.
Maybe fucking, especially right in the middle of a kind of a hot set.
Yeah, like you could just move on to another try.
I know.
Have fun.
But you got to get the new.
You have to try it. You have to try it.
Oh, to get the goddamn news. So yeah, that's fun. That's a little something.
I think that's fun. It's fun to have an idea of like a put together guy who's on a date with a lady and she rejects him and he just goes, I just have really bad news. You were my 5,000.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, unfortunately, we all have a number, and the hard news is really we don't know what it is. The ladies find out the hard way.
Yeah.
And they're just like, 58.
Yes, it was 58. Yeah, that's funny.
That's fun.
But to be really calm about it too and just be like, that was it.
Shit.
Yeah.
I gotta, because it is like a short circuiting in a male's brain. Because we historically just don't handle rejection well.
I do.
I always have.
But I'm just emotionally adjusted.
Yeah, no, you always
Kinda
have kind of been
perfect.
ahead of your time with that. It's been pretty chill.
I throw a little fit.
I like to stamp my feet.
I like to be a little stinky.
But that's good. And then I'm got some stuff cooking about my family being in the witness protection program, and that's fun too.
That's good too. Well, because you are a cop.
Cop,
It's kind of crazy that you're talking about that.
Tim Smith, Steve Smith, Dan Smith, Pat Smith, Trish Smith, 7 states,
Jesus
14
Christ,
years.
That is WITSEC.
I mean, that's the
What
math.
is WITSEC?
That's witness seclusion.
Seclusion? Secretary?
I don't think a witness gets a secretary.
That'd be sick.
I would love to be a witness to a crime.
Give me a witness. I want a sec.
They're like, wait, are you like a really successful guy or just a witness?
Just a witness.
Nah, but they do
They
give you a secretary.
You get to either be in hiding or get a secretary.
Yeah. She just pops right out. You just see a guy get murdered and a lady just shows up out of nowhere.
Starts writing stuff down.
You need
Why is it a
anything
lady?
from me, or?
Why is it a lady, Tim?
Ooh, shit, dude.
Yes. Yes. It's the difference between growing up with brothers and sisters, you guys.
Oh, shit. That one
You
hurt
have a
pretty
sister,
bad.
too.
That one hurt pretty bad. Did you picture a man secretary?
I got obviously. I obviously pictured
Oh,
a small gay man.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have a certified easy 0 of the week this week.
Okay, is
Like,
this one where it's like they robbed your grandmother?
It's not a crime, but it is just like it's such a layup. It's open. I might even. It's like enough of a layup. It's like I'm dribbling down towards the hoop. You could like follow up behind me, and I go, I'll just leave it for Tim. There's no one in sight.
Oh, you're just putting it right off the glass?
Yeah, but like you didn't even have to alley. You could just catch it.
Okay. You just set the ball down, I pick it
Yes.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously jump from a standing position and dunk the ball.
Exactly.
Just because my vertical leap is like that.
Yeah, it is kind of.
It's crazy. It's
next
fucking
level right now.
crazy.
Tim can dunk you guys.
Easily.
So late show Saturday in Dallas. Fun energy in the crowd, but through the host set, there's just murmuring. There's just like, you know, where there's that base level of chatter where you're like, what's happening?
Where there shouldn't be.
Yeah, and it's like not even like, it's not like, it's kind of hard to nail down right away.
Right.
And so that's going on.
Well, you're looking around, you're going, is somebody doing
Yeah, what's going on out there?
fighting?
And then I'm like, all right, they're getting settled in, they're ordering, whatever. And then during the feature, it's not really stopping. And then at one point he just goes, what is it? What's going on over there?
Not mad at
so
that.
he's zeroed in on it, which is great.
Yeah.
And then she buttons it up.
Oh, it's just a hammered lady.
She just doesn't say anything.
Okay.
And then so he goes back at whatever, and then he comes off and he's like, dude, there is one girl who's just talking at room volume. And I wasn't exactly sure who it was. So I didn't like freak out. I was like, I heard it. That was great. I didn't hear her the rest of the time. Whatever. Should be fine. I get out there and it's like through my first. Well, she was okay for a second, and then she kicks in and talks through like 2 straight bits, and I'm trying to just like maybe if I just don't address it, it's gonna be fine.
You're trying to sit in the coming on your cum guy?
And also, it hadn't come on guys yet. I'm like setting up like my first 3 minutes that like it kind of sets up a large chunk. So
Okay.
I really don't wanna fuck with this. 'Cause
Right.
then you gotta go back and be
Then
like,
you gotta-
remember that setup? How about
yeah.
So I'm powering through. I get to the end of it and like barely finish the last punchline of this chunk and just go, what is happening over here? I'm sorry, like everyone is turning and looking at you. Like you can't just talk like this. And she goes, oh, sorry. And I go, no, what's going on? And she goes, sorry, I'm hot. And I was like,
Sorry, I'm hot?
yuck.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, sorry, I'm high. Sorry, it's my birthday.
Sorry, I'm hot. Not temperature-wise.
Oh, see, now this...
Looks-wise.
This is activating a primal hate inside of me.
And then she became a coward.
Was she hot?
She was fine.
Was she hot?
She was attractive. She wasn't hot enough.
Well, here's the thing.
There's no level where that's hot
I was about to
enough.
say, but are you not giving it to her because of the hate? Was she actually hot?
Oh, no. She was hot.
She had blonde hair, didn't she?
Yeah, of course she did.
Of course she did.
Blonde hair and big boobs.
Only a blonde-haired girl in Dallas would behave that way.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So, like, she was hot, but not like, I mean, there's no level of hot where you can say that.
What's that? What was the girl, the actress? She's like Spanish. Ava, not Longoria.
Mendez?
No. Ava Arma.
Ana de Armas.
Woo!
You think she could get away with that?
Oh my God!
I don't
if
think
that girl
anyone-
said in her accent, "Sorry, I'm hot," I'd be like, "You're
Do it
so
in the
right."
accent.
Do you want to do 5?
Doing the accent.
I don't even know what the accent is,
Neither.
honestly. I tried to do an accent the other day. I was trying to do a Polish guy, just a fully Chinese accent. I don't have any ability to do accents at all.
Can you sing?
Can I sing?
Yeah, I've been told that that's very similar.
What do you mean?
Like people who can sing have an easier time doing accents and impressions because they can control the tone of their voice and stuff better.
Never even thought of that. No, I cannot sing.
There we go.
Wow.
I bet you can't sing in a Polish accent either.
Hell no, dude. Okay. So you got this. You got a 7 piping in.
Yeah. And I mean, it was just like
Is she with the girls? What's going on here?
she was with a couple girls. I thought she was with a guy. I go, "Are you with her?" I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And he was like, "No." And then
mean-
he came and talked to me afterwards. He's like, "We got sat there randomly." And she was talking immediately, and he's like a big comedy fan. He like knows all of our friends and stuff, and he's like, so he was excited for the show, and he gets sat next to her, and every comic just assumed he's with her, and he's like, it was a nightmare. So he left and went and sat in the back of the room.
Good for him.
I know.
Honestly, hit the back
Really
of the
good
room.
awareness.
Yeah. Good comedy awareness.
For sure. He's like, no one's gonna bother me back here. I can watch the whole show.
God. Okay, so she's with a couple, and were the gal pals humiliated by this?
Yeah, no one stood by her. And then I got annoyed because
Sorry, I'm
then I'm
hot.
like, all right, well, this will just be the next 20 minutes of the show.
Absolutely. You can't just let that slide.
And then they went completely coward, and no one would respond from their table. So then it's just kind of like I was getting laughs to the point where I was just mean, and then it was just kind of like we have to move on.
How bright were the drinks on their table?
It was pretty far back. I couldn't tell.
Did she come and say anything to you after the show?
She left early. I was pretty mean.
See, this is good. This is someone who's never been checked ever in their life.
Yeah.
And you simply must be checked. That behavior is so beyond what is acceptable out in society.
Yeah.
You simply cannot. So she showed up, and what was the big idea? I'm just going to ruin everyone's
She was drunk,
time?
for sure. She was hammered, but she was just talking. So I was like, will you at least tell me what you're talking about? And
Nothing.
And
she hasn't
it
had
was- there
anything
was
to
just
say
nothing.
for 28 years.
She was like, and it was something earlier, and then somebody else whispered something in the front row, and I like used that to get out of it. I was like, see that? Did you see that whisper? That's what you do if you don't have big tits.
Right.
And then that, and then it was like I started being a little too mean to her.
No such thing.
And then all of a sudden it was like, all right, I'm just gonna move on. But like, I was like, that was the least attractive thing anyone has ever done.
Has ever done.
Yeah.
Ever
Crazy.
done. Because when you were saying, sorry, I'm
High,
hot,
I've gotten
was,
high a lot, gotten drunk a lot.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, it's still not excuses. You have to know how
Or
to
just
behave
a
in
sorry.
public. Sorry, I'm just excited.
It's
or
my
whatever.
birthday.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all of that stuff is still
Sorry,
no good.
I'm hot. And it was like she tried to think of something else, and then she just went with I'm hot.
I mean, whoever this lady ropes into her life in any sort of relationship, I feel for this person.
God bless them.
Because it's going to be a long existence if they stick around with somebody with that kind of thought popping around in their brain.
Yeah. So is that fair? Ding, ding, ding.
I mean,
certified zero of the week. Easiest layup we've ever had.
That is probably the easiest.
Yeah.
I'm almost like shocked
It was crazy, dude.
that somebody would say something like that out loud. Because, hey, look, there are hot girls in the world that know what behavior that they can get away with. And because in their head, they're going, I'm hot.
Also, here's the thing. She was hot enough that if she was like charming back to me, she probably would have gotten away with it.
Probably.
Yeah.
And she just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, hate it.
Yeah. So
Hate it.
that's an
Dallas.
easy zero. Well done, Dallas. Thank you for giving us our zero of the week.
It would have been
Man,
tough because she
absolute
thought
fire.
everyone was going to be like, ah.
Everyone was just like,
And everybody's like,
what?
yeah, I mean, that's like a visceral hate.
Every single audience member that I talked to after the show talked to me about her.
And they're
Everyone
still
was
talking
like,
about
what
her.
the fuck was that?
Yeah, they're still mentioning that, and they hated it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh.
Yeah. So
Well, I'm gonna be
thank you,
thinking about
Dallas.
her.
I am kind of bummed I didn't get a meter after because I wanted to see like how atrocious
She
was.
bailed. I'm surprised she didn't hit you with a deemer
I got nothing.
doing the apology button.
No, I don't think she gave a shit about the show. I mean, she wasn't there. It's not like she was a fan.
So bizarre.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was amazing.
How are we looking on time here, Tom?
I think we're ready to wrap this bad boy up.
Let's hit the WRAP button.
Let's do it. This weekend, Sacramento.
That's
And
in
then,
California.
Yes, and then Salt Lake City. And then moving out of LA the week after that.
Bye,
and
LA.
then, just announced Madison. We actually have some people in Madison. Madison, May 23rd. It's a Thursday. They're letting the young man
They're giving them a shot.
hit the headline button. Davenport before that. DC coming up. Just come see the kid.
Come see the goddamn kid. My fat buns are going to be at the port in Baltimore and then in Washington, D.C., and then Providence, Rhode Island, and Boston, Massachusetts.
Why are you doing Jeff voice right now?
Is that Jeff voice?
Yeah, you're kind of doing it.
Am I?
Am I?
Okay. I guess I didn't realize I was doing Jeff voice.
Suck my dinky.
Oh, God. Just, hit the Instagram button. Follow the boys. Come see a dang show for
Please
once in
do.
your life.
We love you guys. Bye.
He married my sister, now we're living together. We're